Now we have, speaking on education, we will have John Arnold.
From Genesis, "Come, let us reason together," said the snake. You might hiss with Kevin. And you moral Monday types are just some big bunch of crybabies because you lost the election. We're just doing what us conservatives was elected to do. No conservative worth his salt would claim what you're doing. It's a radical, mean-spirited, and wrong-headed attack on the poor.
That's right.
And especially on public education.
That's right.
It's a disgrace. You have cut funding to public schools and early childhood education, kept teachers' salaries at rock bottom, diverted money from private schools and to charter schools, eliminated some 3,800 teaching assistant jobs, cut pay for advanced degrees and money for national board certification, eliminated tenure, excuse me. Wow, you come loaded for bear, didn't you?
Yeah.
But the budget is all bloated up and everybody knows you can't solve education problems by throwing money at them. You bet I came loaded. The devil's in the details, and that's something a snake ought to know. North Carolina ranks 46th in total money for education, just ahead of Mississippi and Alabama, and 46th in teacher pay, 10,000 behind the national average. A beginning teacher makes $30,800 less than a fast food manager with no degree and little experience makes. Teachers haven't had a true raise in 5 years, and North Carolina ranks last in the United States with pay increases over the last 10 years. Consumer Reports calculates that teacher pay was 25% higher in 1976 than it is now for teachers in terms of real dollars. So I'm just going to tell you what the red.
I'll wear whatever you want.
But he goes on to say, well, the governor says we passed the biggest darn budget ever. Not true. But teachers get off 3 o'clock every day and get 2 months summer vacation. I got you on this one. That Head Start stuff you was talking about, it don't work. Not so. And I want to, probably all the time I got left, but I do want to read you the Head Start research. It shows gains in math, language, literacy, social conduct, physical development, and readiness for school. And Fox News is spread this one old study that's been around for years and years and years. It's not true at all. I got the wrong hat on. And it's just not true. But and this is what's really important. A longitudinal study in California of Head Start graduates who are now adults shows that they have higher graduation rates from high school, more college attendance, increased earnings, higher rates of employment, family stability, decreased welfare dependency, and less criminal activity. The study calculates that for every $1 spent, there was $9 in long-term gains. Well, I could go on with a lot of stuff, but I want to know how any country or any government that says it's trying to create jobs can possibly do what this legislature is doing to education. It just makes no sense whatever.
That's right.
If there's anything we need to do, it's to help educate the poor and young people so that they can get out of the web of poverty.
That's right.
We've got to do it. And education's the way to do it. That's all the time I got. But
hello, Moore County. I'm Maurice Holland Jr., the Secretary of the mighty Moore County NAACP. And I was arrested on July 8th at the 10th Moral Monday protest at the Legislative Building in Raleigh. I am speaking today on the topic of voting rights and the changes that have occurred due to the passage of the voter ID bill a few weeks ago. The 15th Amendment of the United States Constitution states that the right of citizens of the United States to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or by any state on the account of race, color, or previous condition of servitude. Furthermore, the North Carolina State Constitution of 1868, which was revised in 1971, states in Article 1, the Declaration of Rights, that the great, general, and essential principles of liberty and free government may be recognized and established, and that the relations of this state to the Union and the government of the United States and to those of the people of this state to the rest of the American people may be defined and affirmed. And those who wrote the 1868 Constitution further declare in Section 1 that the equality and rights of persons, that they hold it to be self-evident that all persons are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, the enjoyment of the fruits of their own labor, and the pursuit of happiness. Furthermore, in Section 10, it states that all elections shall be free. Now, I'm going to list some of the changes, but not all of the changes, from the new monstrous voter ID law by asking you, the local People's Assembly gathered here today, the simple question: did you know? The proper response is shame, shame, shame. Did you know that there will be no more pre-registration of 16 and 17-year-olds? Did you know that voters can be challenged by any registered voter of the county rather than any registered voter of the precinct? Did you know that they sliced a week off of early voting? Did you know that they eliminated straight party ticket voting? Did you know that they set up a study instead of mandating electronic filing by state legislators? Did you know that they increased the maximum campaign contribution to $5,000 instead of $4,000? Did you know that they weakened disclosure requirements for independent expenditure committees? Did you know that they authorized vigilante poll observers, lots of them, with expanded range of interference? Did you know that they repealed out-of-precinct provisional voting? They eliminated flexibility in opening early voting sites at different hours within a county. The last thing I want to ask you is, if you want any literature, go over by the trees over there and you can get the whole list of the changes. Thank you, Moore County.